Hot issue. BTS's Jungkook allegedly failed to maintain global popularity? The rumors that are now shaking the Korean entertainment world come from a figure who can never be separated from the spotlight, Jungkook, BTS's golden magne. In recent weeks, international media and fans on social platforms have been discussing rumors that Jungkook is losing his global status. This issue arose suddenly, surprising many, especially the army who had known Jungkook as an unshakable icon in the world music industry. However, is it true that the superstar known for his golden voice and charismatic appearance is really facing a setback? Or is it just part of the natural dynamic of fame that always comes and goes? This issue began when several entertainment media in America reported that digital sales of one of Jungkook's solo songs had decreased significantly compared to its initial release last year. Suddenly, the report caused a wave of speculation among global netizens. Many considered that after the huge euphoria of the success of Seven and Standing Next to You, Jungkook's solo career seemed to have begun to stagnate. Not a few also highlighted the lack of massive promotion from his music label in recent months, making many fans wonder if support for the singer has begun to wane. In fact, judging from his track record, Jungkook is not an easy name to shake. He has already proved that fame is not accidental. Since he was a teenager, Jungkook has been known as a perfectionist who works harder than anyone around him. He is not only a handsome face with a talent for singing and dancing, but also a representation of a successfully realized dream. However, the world of entertainment is never as beautiful as it seems. Behind the spotlights and applause, there is always great pressure looming over a star of Jungkook's class. Some Korean music observers even say that this issue is exaggerated. They judge that the decline in popularity is just a perception created by the media and the sensation-hungry public. Global popularity, they say, isn't measured just by streaming numbers or digital sales, but also by the cultural influence an artist leaves behind. And in this regard, the name Jungkook is still a symbol of the globalization of Korean culture. His songs are still played on American radio stations, his face still adorns Times Square billboards, and his every move is still big news around the world. However, it cannot be denied that the post-glory days of the BTS group as a whole do bring their own challenges for each member. As each one treads the solo path, public expectations rise sharply. Jungkook, who is touted as the next global pop icon, seems to be carrying the heaviest burden. Every appearance is compared, every song release is criticized, even every expression of his face in front of the camera is analyzed in detail by the public. In such a situation, even a slight shift in the trend can be mistaken for a major pullback. Some international fans voiced their concerns on social media, saying Jungkook may be emotionally exhausted. Since his debut at a young age, Jungkook has been working nonstop for over a decade. He grew up under the pressure of the industry, lived a public life, and had almost no full-fledged personal time. When the issue of losing popularity began to emerge, some armies saw it not as a sign of decline, but rather a human phase of an artist who had given so much over the years. Interestingly, amid the negative speculation, Jungkook remained silent. No clarification, no public statements, no drama. Only her characteristic calmness seemed to speak louder than thousands of comments on the internet. Some fans who know him well say that his silence actually shows maturity. Jungkook knows that popularity comes and goes, but his quality and dedication will always endure. A source in the Korean entertainment industry said that Jungkook is currently preparing a new, more personal project. They say the singer wanted to create a more honest work that reflected her as a human being, rather than just a global idol. If so, this may be the reason behind Jungkook's recent silence. He is not losing his way, but is taking a step back to rearrange his big step forward. However, rumors are still rumors. The fast-paced digital world makes even the smallest piece of news magnify in a matter of hours. So it was with the issue that Jungkook failed to maintain his popularity. In fact, whenever Jungkook's name is mentioned, hashtags related to him still easily occupy global trends. She is still the face of many international brands, is still invited to prestigious events, and still has an unwavering fan base. Phenomena such as these show that the decline in popularity is sometimes just a myth created by the cycle of public consumption. When a person is too often at the top, the world seems to wait as he descends, just so that there is a new story to talk about. But Jungkook is not an artist who lives to chase the news. It's already beyond that. He is a symbol of dedication, calmness, and sincerity in the midst of a fast-paced changing industry. Some observers have even suggested that Jungkook may be entering a career transition phase, from a teen idol to a more musically mature adult artist. He no longer ran after the numbers, but trying to find new meaning from the music he created. And perhaps this is something incomprehensible to those who see only from the surface. Global popularity doesn't always mean constant spotlight. Sometimes, it means having the courage to take a break without losing your true self. In the end, the issue that Jungkook failed to maintain global popularity may be just a momentary shadow of a world that is too quick to judge. The facts on the ground show that Jungkook is still at the top, only now he chooses to stand more calmly, with a more determined step. In a glittering yet stressful world, such calmness is precisely the truest form of strength. And for the true army, Jungkook isn't just a pop star. He's a story of resilience that inspires millions to stand up, even when the world starts doubting you. Perhaps the one who failed was not Jungkook. What fails is a world that is impatiently waiting for a person to fall, not realizing that he is growing. Jungkook's failure to maintain global popularity reflects another face of modern entertainment, a world that is quick to lift someone to the top, but just as quick to try to bring them down. Popularity is now measured by numbers, algorithms, and trending charts that change every second. In this cruel system, even a Jungkook, a global icon who vibrates the world stage, does not escape the pressure. Every time he does not appear in public, the world seems to ask, "What happened?" In fact, sometimes, absence is not a sign of deterioration, but a form of healing. Jungkook's longtime fans, especially those who have followed BTS's journey since the beginning, know very well how hard the Golden Magne journey is. From a 15-year-old boy who left his home in Busan to pursue his dreams, to a global star adored by millions. But behind it all, Jungkook is still a human being. She's been crying, she's been tired, and maybe she's learning to balance her personal and public life. Unfortunately, the world often forgets that behind the sparkling lights of the stage there is a young man who is still learning to find the meaning of true happiness. The issue became even more heated when several entertainment industry watchers on social media uploaded graphs showing Jungkook's declining engagement on several digital platforms. But ironically, at the same time, Jungkook's old videos actually went viral on TikTok and YouTube.